May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to another video from Kirk. Well, this video is titled, "If she did not have a nose piercing, she might have won the debate." Wow, the topic is it's strange though. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
Do you view democracy as an American value, something that's very important to the fabric of this country?
No. Where is democracy in the U.S. Constitution?
Oh, okay. So are you...
No, hold on. Where is the word democracy?
I don't think the word democracy is in the Constitution.
So where is the word democracy in any of the founding fathers?
A lot of the founding fathers had extremely elitist viewpoints around who should...
No, hold on. I just want to... You said the word democracy, so I want to get back to our roots.
Yes.
Where is democracy mentioned?
I don't...
In the Federalist Papers, the Constitution, or the Declaration?
I think it's good that this country has moved away from things that were
so
explicitly believed by the founding
in the Federalist
fathers.
Papers, and it's mentioned negatively as a problem. So you asked me, is democracy a fundamental American value? I say no.
Okay.
Because I go back to our roots. And Hamilton, Madison, and Jay...
Oh, I know that Hamilton was anti-democracy.
No, well, hold on,
these people thought that people should be owned as
I want to be clear. I am pro-representative government, but I'm not pro-democracy. That's a big difference, and that distinction's important. But you asked very specifically about democracy, which is not an American value. It never has been and never should be, because what is democracy? Democracy is majority rule no matter what. That there's no provisions of checks and balances, no inalienable rights, no separation of powers, pure if the majority gets it, the majority wants it as quickly as possible.
I don't advocate pure democracy. I do understand that we live in a representative, like we live in a republic,
so
and I understand
representative
these things. Yeah.
government.
Okay.
And you might say I'm splitting hairs on words, but I'm not.
Well, just coming from a place where on some level we have a level of democracy in this country and people vote and it is part of their civic duty to vote.
Sure.
Yes. Do you not think it is in the greater interest of this country at large that its citizens are as educated as possible to therefore be able to participate in that system?
I think they should be as wise as possible, and I don't think that education and wisdom are the same thing.
Wow. Yeah,
in fact,
I understand.
I think college disincentivizes the cultivation of wisdom.
In the age where there is such a hypersaturation of, and we've seen this, like extremely polarizing, different, like people are getting their news from wildly different sources.
Yes.
People just don't interact with the other side at all. Do you think that being an autodidact in any sense of the term is going to give you a thorough and rigorous education if you are so likely to end up sucked into these holes where you're never interacting with people who
that's not my only form of learning. I meet a lot of cool people. I learn from people like you and others. I mean, I'm listening when you're talking. It's not just a shtick. You haven't won me over on any of it, but you had an opportunity to. But I'm glad you attempted to. But yeah, I mean, you learn in other ways other than just sitting in a classroom, listening to a professor drone on for 90 minutes and pretending to read his book and paying $20,000 a semester to cheat on the exam at the end of the semester.
Wow.
College is what you make of it. I think.
I agree. So is life.
People are selling themselves short on their education if they don't.
You can listen to as many podcasts as you want. You can meet interesting people. And
academia does have an actual level of You have to prove that you're worth your salt, at least to have peer-reviewed papers published, which you don't have to do to start a podcast.
If you get a PhD, yes, but hold on. So is your contention that I'm not informed or not worldly or not wise? I want to be clear.
I'm not making any claims about your specific level of being informed. I'm saying the general rhetoric on the right against education, against higher education specifically.
Why do you think it is? Is it because you think we hate smart people, or is it that there's something happening here that we really think is troubling?
I think it's much easier to control people who are less educated.
See, now you're a conspiracy theorist. So, no, it's...
Anti-intellectualism is a hallmark of fascism.
Do you think we're against higher education because it largely has created an ungrateful, unprepared generation that goes into the American body politic and does not share the core American values of freedom of speech, gratitude for our founding, consent of the governed? In fact, it's hyper-radical. And it's against our traditions, our norms, and our customs, and it's created massive fissures. We call that the woke mind virus, if you will.
Wow.
Okay, that makes...
It's not because people are easier to control. In fact, we love learning. I learn every day. In fact, that's why I'm pro-Hillsdale College, where it's probably one of the hardest colleges in the country to get into and graduate from. The problem is that when you are learning largely trash and crap, and you're not going in the pursuit of truth, beauty, or goodness, and you're not trying to inculcate wisdom or good character...
There's no oversight on online political punditry to make sure that you're in pursuit of wisdom and goodness.
No, of course
you directly profit from propagating viewpoints that are more polarizing and that suck people deeper into more conspiratorial thinking.
Hold on. So what you're doing is you're actually insulting the audience, not me. because the vast majority of this audience actually enjoys watching my videos and they enjoy hearing from me.
I never said your audience didn't enjoy watching your videos.
Because you say I'm profiting. The way
you do profit, like you financially, you make a ton of money from getting more clicks.
The audience rewards me because they find that I bring some value.
Well, I don't
and that they
necessarily
learn something from
that
me.
whatever gets the most
the next
eyes
question.
on a specific.
But it's easy to attack me as exploitation. What I say is actually very popular and resonates with people. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Wow. This is brilliant. This is really, really brilliant. You know, I think this lady came in different angles. At first, she came with politics, and then she came with education, and lastly, she came with him profiting off what he do. Okay, I think she came with 3 angles. She just wanted to get at Charlie, but I think Charlie has a response for her every single time. When she came with, I think politics, she came with democracy, and Charlie said he's not a supporter of democracy. Anyway, I've seen democracy do a whole lot of harm than good, because it's like, as far as majority of people, you know, vote for a particular candidate, the candidate is you know, the candidate will surely win. And sometimes it does not always have to be like that, because, you know, someone that is competent enough to hold that role might not be given that chance simply because he has fewer votes. Okay, so I think we should pick competence over the number of people that they can vote, because a whole lot of people can be voting for someone based on sentiment or something. The person might not have what it takes to rule, and that is it. You might end up voting the wrong person into power without even anything tangible, you know, and without the person having anything tangible to offer. And I think that is what Charlie is kicking against. And secondly, she brought about education. You know, when she mentioned college, she said Charlie did not go to college and stuff like that. And Charlie felt like the fact that he did not go to college does not mean he's not informed. And he's basically more informed than everyone standing there, because he does not only, you know, read, he listens, he also do a whole lot of research before he sits down there and asks questions. Because at the banner at his back, he said, "Prove me wrong." So before you have the confidence to put that banner, you need to know that you need to do your research. You know, you need to be well informed. And I think he said he's currently in college, and one of the hardest college to graduate from. It shows that yes, he's pushing himself beyond his limits to make sure that he comes out best. And I think he has everything to counter what this lady is saying. And lastly, the lady made mention of him profiting off, you know, propaganda, like kind of bringing off topic that you know, goes against what, you know, majority of people believe. And I think what Charlie is doing, Charlie is trying to correct the system. If something is going on for a very long time, does not make it right. You know, if something is wrong and a whole lot of people accept it for a very long time, it does not make it right. If the thing is wrong, you have to call it wrong. Okay, because majority of African practice democracy, and a whole lot of people are trying to break out from democracy. That's why I think as at early this year, almost I think 4 African countries experienced coup d'etat, because they were all tired of democracy, because democracy weren't favoring them. Okay, some of them had leaders that have been there for like, let's say 50 years, some of them 20 years, you know, doing nothing, just siphoning the country wealth. And they had to just, you know, military had to take over to show that, yeah, democracy isn't working, because so long as a person is there and the person chooses to remain there, he can just be bribing his way to remain there, because what you take is just, you know, majority of the vote. So if they can buy majority of the vote, they'll keep on remaining there for as long as possible. Okay, and Charlie had to like let her know for the last, you know, point she tried to use to bring Charlie down. Said, if you are insulting me that I profit out of these people, then you are insulting everyone standing there, because I enjoy Charlie's video a lot. I enjoy watching his video because I think he's a man that is well informed. So if you're saying that, then you're saying that, okay, we are the one paying him, because the more we look at his video, the more we watch his video, the more we enjoy that content, the more he's making money from it. And obviously, it's called workshop. Whatever you work, that is where you eat. So he won't waste this time, sit down there and try educating these children or students without, you know, making something from it. Even if he's not making money online, okay, people there, they will pay him to come to university to speak to students, because whatever he's saying is right. Okay, if you feel what he's saying is wrong, you have every right to counter him. And I've seen Charlie as someone that is always willing to listen to what you have to say. So I don't know the angle she's coming from. I feel like she was looking for a trap, you know, a way to trap Charlie down. But Charlie has everything or his way around every question you put before him. Well, this is a beautiful one. I enjoyed it so much, and I want to see more videos from Charlie. If you have any recommendation, let me know in the comment section. If it is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember this.